Guys, this is the third time I've recorded this. I've recorded it 3 times because what I'm trying to tell you involves COVID and I keep getting distracted by that. So let me just start by saying at the moment in the UK, COVID is taking over the news, it's taking over everything. The cases have gone down from 57,000 a day to like 20,000 a day or something like that. But it is still a very real threat. They have vaccinated millions of people so far. I know even my dad got his letter finally, and he's 70. So they're slowly working their way down there. But the reason that I bring this up is because when I'm looking for content for the blogs, a lot of the content out there in the news and everything is COVID related. And I cannot find, we used to be able to find these really nice stories about, you know, an old couple where maybe the husband had COVID and he came out of hospital and he was fine. It was a reuniting thing and it was beautiful and it was heartwarming and all of this. And I'm not seeing these stories. All I'm seeing is death after death after death. And I'm not seeing nice, heartwarming stories about anything at the moment. So I was really struggling to find content for the blogs. And I got asked the other day why I blog every day, why I feel like I need to. And my response was because that was always the plan. I started it in June and I was daily blogging. But when I started it, we were in lockdown. I wasn't working. I had all the time in the world. And then as I started to go back to work, it kind of became a little bit more difficult. Even though I'm part-time, there was a lot of pressure I was putting on myself to get the blogs out. And just recently, over the last couple of weeks, I'm just like, what do I write about? And sometimes the content is sacrificed for the sake of putting out a blog. So when I was asked this question, I thought, you know what? You're right. This is not the first time I've asked this question, but it was the first time I said, you know what? You're right. Why do I have to stress myself to put out content every day? Why do I have to sacrifice putting out good content in order to get a blog out? So I decided to guarantee 3 blogs a week. 3, yes. And I decided the days for that is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because these vlogs are going out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This gives me Sunday to do nothing, to actually relax on a Sunday, and to find good, heartwarming content, which was the whole point of the blog in the first place. So last night I was just scrolling through my Instagram. I found 3 really nice stories. I do have one that is not necessarily a nice story, but it's an interesting perspective where we were watching this video on Spanish influenza, which was in 1918, and this video was published on YouTube in 2018. So it was actually published pre-COVID, and they're talking about how it was dealt with in 1918 and how back then they were assuming 100 years from now we would have so much better medication and facilities and everything to stop something like this happening. And then 2 years later, what happens? A pandemic. So, and they were talking about also that the 2 biggest risks that the UK has, the top 2 that like they're watching, one is a flu pandemic and the other one was terrorism. So basically they were just there waiting for another pandemic like this to happen, because apparently they happen roughly every 100 years, which I don't know if that's true or not, but this is what some of the crazy websites are saying, that it happens roughly every 100 years, like it's some conspiracy theory. But I have a blog about that because I just thought it was really interesting, because I had this 2 vlogs on YouTube about behind the scenes COVID, one from last year, I think it was one from last year, and one from like a week ago or something like that. And then the Spanish influenza vlog, and I'm just kind of doing, it's basically a timeline, like how interesting it is, how it's developed. And then the other ones are nice pieces, which have nothing to do with COVID at all. So yeah, I just decided that now is the time to kind of take care of myself a bit, stress myself a little bit less, and just Yeah. I mean, the vlogs are going really well. This one will be uploaded the middle of February. It is now the 31st of January, so I am well ahead on the vlogs. I'm not having any issue with content. I mean, it's not as exciting as if there wasn't a pandemic and I could go out and about and I could show you guys things and do things with you and take you places, but given the restrictions, it's not that bad. I mean, there's cooking vlogs and update vlogs and a day in the life and get ready with me and different things like that. I don't really have, because we can't have people over, and I don't want the vlogs to kind of be a factor in my relationship. So I'm not doing challenge vlogs or anything like that at the moment, which would be fantastic to do, but I'm not doing them. Occasionally he does sort of appear in vlogs, but I try not to put him in there or like his face in or anything like that, because I like to kind of keep the relationship separate, private. I do talk about it sometimes, which I should stop doing, but anyway, the vlogs are going very well. I can't complain there. The podcast, my podcast, Just a Girl in Her 30s, I think is going to come back in March. I've recorded a few episodes. I've scheduled them for March. As far as I'm aware, it's going to stay that way. But yeah, the Do You Have a Reservation one that I'm doing with my colleague, she was very, very excited to start recording again. And I was like, wait. And I kept putting her off because I just wasn't in the right headspace. I wasn't ready to add something else to my plate. But my shifts have now changed, so I'm now doing Saturday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I now basically have 2 days in between shifts, which is probably better. I think will be better. It will be better for blogging. It will be better for recording podcasts and everything, because I won't then be using my 1 day off in between when I used to work Sundays. So yeah, I think I'm almost ready to message her and be like, come on, okay, let's get started. I know we have some guests for that lined up. But yeah, so there are exciting things coming, but I just wanted to let you guys know about the scheduling change and the blogs and everything. Like I said, I don't know if the people that watch the vlogs are reading the blogs or listening to the podcast. I don't know if that overlaps in any way or not, but yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So vlogs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blogs every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday is my rest day, so please don't bother me. And then the podcast will overlap on one of those days. I don't know when. Like my podcasts, I just record them whenever something pops into my head that I want to talk about. And the Do You Have a Reservation one will be scheduled because my colleague recently had a baby in December, so we have to schedule that around when she has a minute to do them and when the guests can come on and everything like that. So yeah, this is my update, and if anything else happens, I will let you guys know. But otherwise, I now have 10 subscribers on YouTube. Woohoo, which is fantastic. We're in double digits. I really appreciate that. And on the blogs, we have just over 100 now. I think it's 115. The podcast, I'm not 100% sure because it goes on listeners rather than actual like followers. And obviously we haven't put one out since December, so I'd have to check on that. But yeah, everything's going nicely, and I'm just have to remind myself that success is a series of small wins, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So me blogging every day is not going to make my dreams come true any faster than if I blog 3 days a week. You know, me vlogging every day will not bring in hundreds of subscribers. It's all about the content. So thank you guys for following, subscribing, for listening, for reading, for watching, everything. I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you for watching this. I'm sorry it went a little bit longer than I hoped. I was trying to make it 5 minutes, but it is now almost 10. So thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified of more amazing vlogs like this and all of the updates in the future. And don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you again for all of your support. Stay safe, be kind, and I will speak to you guys again next time. Bye, guys.